Good day, everyone. Welcome to a wonderful episode of this show, a discussion program where we delve into various entertainment issues with our insightful guests. I am your host, B. Today, we'll be talking about the impact of influencers in our society. And here with me in the studio are three insightful individuals who will be sharing their perspectives on pressing topics in the industry. My beautiful guest, can you introduce yourself to the audience?
My name is Benjamin Miracle.
I'm Lola Ijilola.
I'm Lawal Megwala.
Thank you. Welcome to the show. So we'll delve into our discussion. So we all know how bullying is a concerning issue in the entertainment world, especially in the music industry. To what extent do you think it has affected the publics, and do you think people react to it the way they should?
Bullying in any industry has a significant impact on the people from the perspective of the viewers or people in the industry. How the viewers react to it depends on various factors such as the person involved, the visibility of the issue, and the scenario around the bullying. A perfect case is Mohbad's case, a young promising man who came out months before his death that is being bullied and threatened in the music industry. I won't say he did not get the right impact from the people, like the right audience to speak up, but it came after his death. Now my answer is that the way people react to bullying is very complex and is different.
Okay, so yeah, personally for me, how the case went, still on the mobile case here, how it went, I feel like it will affect the society because everybody knows in Nigeria when you are being involved with people in influence, you might not get the justice you deserve. And then people feel like, okay, for someone in the entertainment industry, Mobad is not an upcoming artist anymore. Everybody knows his name. And then people still feel like on the issue, he should be able to get the perfect justice. Even though it was after his death, even though he has been talking about it, there are videos, everything on social media like that, people were not paying more attention. But then when there were evidences after his death, people feel like there should be justice, and then there was no justice, or maybe they are still working on it.
I think you're sorry. I think you're too quick to say that it should be justice because the case is still ongoing and presently the case is still ongoing.
Besides, they are connecting dots to these things, and then those connecting dots are enough evidences that there are some people or some factors that happened before his death or that caused his death. And I feel like with that, people might be scared to come out that okay, even if we are involved with it doesn't matter the position who the person they are involved with, but if they are being bullied in any level, they might not want to come out because eventually okay, this person came out and then nothing happened. So I feel like that's the only way it would affect the society.
Thank you for the answers. So moving on from the Mohbad's case, it's no news that most influencers misuse the social media, cases of indecent dressing being flaunted heavily by celebrities and influencers, on any cases of cyberbullying too. How far do you think this will negatively impact the members of the society, especially the youth?
Well, I think it's going to affect the youth a lot because we are upcoming, we are young, and so everything we watch we want to be like it. Just like Arasta, the way she dresses. People that like her want to dress like her and be like her. So it's affecting the society negatively because it's not
Personally, personally for me, it's not affecting the society because Arasta is an artist. She's a creative. She has a niche. Everywhere she goes, she has a trademark. So you can't say because you feel like it will affect the society, she shouldn't project or she shouldn't have a trademark that anywhere she gets to, people knows this particular person is here. And that's the importance of niche. You can't just dress regularly and you feel like when you get somewhere, people will know who you are. You have to stand out.
Then what about the people that want to be like her, that are following her footsteps? What happens to them? Why would you follow a footstep of someone you don't know? We are young. We want to find yourself. You have to find yourself.
It is necessary to build yourself. Yes.
You have to build your person.
So I don't feel like it affects the society.
There's an ideology that people believe that Arasta dresses according to a past belief that in the past Africans dress, short skirts and all.
Yes.
Do you believe in this ideology?
Yeah, I do.
But we have to follow the new trend. The new trend, we're no longer.
I won't feel like it's a trend, but it's more or less like a standard. Yeah. Because right from the time that religion came in, I won't say religion per se, but religion were one of those things that brought up covering of our bodies as an African. Do you understand something like that? So and then that as the standard people has been following since then, and then we've been really really hard on those standards that, and then with the adage of dress the way you want to be addressed and stuff like that. So those are the standards that are bounding these things. It's not like she's doing something bad or something. She's just an artist who is trying to like build a name for herself, build a particular trademark for herself. So I don't think it's a problem.
So if I'm getting things right, your conclusion is that people shouldn't follow the footstep of celebrities just because they are celebrities. Like you should just find yourself.
Exactly. Build yourself.
I get your point. But there's this thing on social media, like everywhere on social media in the entertainment world, all in the name of people want to dress indecently, but they don't want to call it indecent dressing. There's this thing, Ote fashion. Have you heard about it?
Yes.
Of
So
course.
Ote fashion, indecent dressing is now being disguised as
As
Ote
Ote
fashion.
fashion, yeah.
No, I don't know. Like elaborate on it. Like explain to the audience.
Okay, so Alte fashion. What is Alte? Alte is alternative dressing, or let me say something that is outside the norms. Do you get like that? So and then it started with general creative with musicians, or started with creative generally, and then they came out to. It's a movement. Do you understand? It's a movement that comprises of fashion, art, music, and all other stuff like that. They came out to leave the normal societal norms. They want to be free, not just be free, but in a way whereby they could express themselves better in their artistry realm. You get like that, and then it comes with like different, accessories or different looks and stuff like that.
So, with everything being said, don't you think Ote fashion has give people an like is an avenue for people to just cancel the whole African mode of dressing? There's this thing about there's this joy when you see an African and you're like, okay, this is an African. Don't you think we are adopting the Western mode of dressing?
That's the reason for the movement. You are dressing beyond the norms. You are moving, like you're not putting yourself in a box. Sorry to say, African, like we as African, we put ourselves in a box, like we should wear agbada, wear Iran, but these people are moving themselves away from this box. That's the exact reason for this.
Because the present society, you can't expect a musician. No, actually, as a musician, you are creative. You can wear anything. Do you understand something like that? But then I just feel like there are different things to different things. Do you understand? So I feel like that's just like one of the things. Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that life has evolved, civilization is here. So
Yes, exactly. That's the thing.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Okay. That's great on that. So this thing, podcasts, podcasting and all, every social media influencer and everybody's with a mic saying things and that. You get? So influencer like podcasters, they are gaining popularity in Nigeria, and most hosts they set unrealistic relationship standards. Do you get? A lot of people just preach different things on their podcast show. What do you think about this?
Well, I think as an individual, when you watch something, you don't watch it for the bad side of it. You just pick your point out of what you want to learn because there's always a good side out of everything. So from what they are saying, there will always be a good side from it. So you just pick it and then you leave the rest.
As we know the type of society we are now, a whole lot of people wants to follow what they see online. And then most podcasters now, there are faces that people have been seeing consistently.
Sorry to
And then,
push you. You
okay.
said following what they say. We said earlier on that be your person, build your person.
But then this is the society. You can't change the society.
But you are saying, I understand you can't change the society.
Yeah.
But if, for example, you say I should do this thing on your podcast, do I have to do it?
You are not saying that's it. Nobody's telling you to do something.
It's just saying,
Do you get? They are saying it, and then with the way they are saying it, it interests you. You want to do it. You want to act it. And then with this present society, everybody knows almost everything we see online. We really want to recreate. And then if it suits us, we definitely want to go for it. So there are different relationship standards and stuff like that. That it doesn't make things go well amongst people anymore. So when they feel like they are not meeting that standards these people are setting, which they've actually imbibed in them, they will just want to switch from it and then go to someone who can inculcate that standard or something. Who can go with the type of standard you want.
I get your point. So, my
That's
guests, we've come to the end of this show. We are rounding off now. So, thank you for your insightful opinions. Can you mention your names one more time to people at home?
I am Miracle Benjamin.
I am the Shola.
I'm Lawal Lobolashvili.
Thanks for coming. I'm sure the audience must have learned 5 or 10 from this show, not just one or two. So we've come to the end of this show. That's it for today. You can drop your comments on our online platform at thisshow.ng on Instagram. I am B, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.
Let me pass my class. Let me look.
Yeah,
Behind the scene. Smile.